Hi, everyone, and welcome to Tuning In with Taryn D, conscious coach and intuitive healer. In today's video, I wanted to share with you a little bit about some intuitive downloads that I've been experiencing for myself during this time, and hopefully share this with you in a way that can bridge the gap for you in some way without it sounding too woo-woo. So what I wanted to talk about is really the importance of becoming consciously aware. And now I realize it sounds really random when people say that, and because it's like, yeah, well, obviously I am conscious, but you'll be very, very surprised to learn that for the most part, we are not consciously aware. We often are running on the programs of our mind, the monkey mind, and identifying with the thoughts that are programmed or flowing through your mind at any given time. And what I mean by being consciously aware is by becoming aware of those thoughts that are going on in your mind and becoming witness to it. That witness to the thoughts that are going on is your conscious awareness. And that conscious awareness is a very, very different space and offers a very, very different experience to going forward in your day and in your now moment, and allows you to sense and perceive things in a very different way without being identified. I use that word strongly, identified with the thoughts that are going on perhaps in your mind right now. These thoughts, as you identify with them, so for example, if you're having a lot of fearful thoughts, it's as if the thoughts are controlling you. The thoughts are, I'm worried about this is going to happen, I don't know what's going on, da 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 da. You know, that when you are running in that is not conscious awareness. That is running in the thought process. And so really this video is really just about opening your eyes to that and kind of trying to help you to become the witness so that you can observe and witness what is going on in your mind right now, because what is going on in your mind right now will be evident in your body. Your body will be telling you what you are perceiving. So if you are in a state of negative thought patterns right now and are identified with those thoughts, your body will be letting you know this through emotions, perhaps through physical symptoms like backache, or you're not eating, or dry mouth, or there could be very physical symptoms, but certainly in your the way in which you feel. And that is really, really what's really important. So again, everything I talk about is coming from the perspective of, if you can accept that everything is vibration, then this would really, really begin to make a lot of sense. Everything is a vibration. So from the thought you think, to the emotions that you experience, to the lampshade, to the occurrence of a situation, everything is coming from a frequency nature. And so if you are experiencing negative thought processes right now, which for the most part we all are, and this is, it's completely understandable. We are all experiencing this, but the point of what I'm trying to share with you is that the more we can become witness to this, the more we can control that monkey mind, is what it's called. The more we would be in a position to control that and then not be identified with it, which would in turn change the frequency at which we are operating at. Because the frequency in which we are operating at as human beings is a great impact on how everything moves forward. And individually what you attract and what you repel in your life, etc., etc. So without going into too much detail about that, I just wanted to invite you to start becoming more consciously aware and allowing this awareness in, stopping for a moment. I'm pretty sure, most of us have been in lockdown now, and the busyness of life, everything that was distracting you from this before, you are now in a position, the conditions for this type of awareness to begin to show up is optimum right now. The conditions are optimum, i.e., we're in quarantine, we're not busy with our daily habits and work and this and running around and the noise. All that noise is beginning to slow down. And I can ask you the honest question. I'm sure you will find that you are beginning to question inwards. You're having an inner dialogue that is perhaps a little bit different to what you may have been having before when your life was really busy. And so as you are having this inner dialogue, begin to notice the conscious awareness that is starting to come in, and how you can utilize that in a very productive, powerful way to begin sensing and noticing things in your life in a different way. And so what I wanted to draw your attention to is the very real, energetic, subtle divide of what we would label or perceive as negative energy and positive energy that is currently happening right now. And everything in between that, what's coming through for me, is translating as confusion and denial of these opposing energy frequencies. And these energy frequencies would be, the negative is of a lower frequency, and the positive would be the higher frequency. And so if you could really just tune in a little bit, you will sense that you are either leaning more towards the one or more towards the other, or perhaps you are in the middle right now, of like, I don't know what's going on. This is just crazy. I don't know what I feel. I'm really fearful. And then one moment you're fine and it's completely normal. It's completely valid. Everything is valid right now. Everything is what it is. And that's really the moral of the story. It is what it is. However, by bringing in more awareness, you will begin to feel empowered and begin to understand that we do not have to have knee-jerk reactions to what is. We can begin to open up and envision and put our attention on what we want to become in terms of society, in terms of personal growth, whatever that may be. The point is to just start becoming aware of the balance that you feel right now. This will be evident in your body. I invite you to become present with your body. What is the feeling that you are dominantly feeling? Because that will indicate what your dominant thought process is. And if you can sense a little bit deeper, you will begin to sense, but hold on, there is something else happening here. There is a different energy, perhaps an inner knowing, perhaps an inner comfort, perhaps an inner something else that is also very, very present in the emotional frequencies right now. And so that's really what my invitation is for you today, to really get present in your now. I'm sure the opportunities are presenting themselves to you. Certainly, as I said, by not be running around and doing what you were normally doing, the opportunities will start presenting themselves to you to start going in a little bit more and going, hold on, what is it that I'm thinking? Because again, when we think about the future, that thought is a vibrational thought about the future. We are not living the future. We are living now. And so as we progress through our now moment, now moment, now moment, now moment, we would then live into the future. And then it would no longer be the future, because the future would then be your now moment. So it's really a very, very powerful concept to really start engaging with and becoming more present to it, because what is happening now. Everything is happening now. And so your frequency about it, your the way you feel about it, certainly, like if you are, whatever you are feeling right now, understand that when you are, what you are feeling and then thinking into the future with, that's your indication of how you are perceiving the future. And so, but you're experiencing that version now, which is actually really powerful, because it gives you an opportunity to recognize that and go, hold on, how can I go about changing the way that I'm feeling about how I'm looking into the future? How can I go about changing how I feel about that now, so that I can find relief and connect to a more positive outlook? And in your now moment, when you do that work to start reframing your fears, reframing your perceptions about, for example, looking into the future, you will begin to feel that relief now. And that is your indication then of your new perspective on how you are looking into the future. And so as you continue in your now moment, now moment, now moment, now moment, the longer you can hold on to that feeling, which would be generated by you changing your state of mind and your thought process to one that is more serving and higher vibration and more of a positive outlook, that will in turn create what begins to manifest. And so my strong message today from my intuition and tapping into the collective energy is, this will become more evident as we can individually awaken to our own conscious awareness. And the more that happens, the more the situation will begin to change on a grander scale. And, you know, conscious awareness is, it's opening up. It's saying, I'm available. I am available. I'm here. I'm present. And I see what's happening. I notice what I feel. I sense what's going on around me. And I am then able to better make conclusions or have thoughts that are more, that resonate at a deeper level with you. And the whole idea is that you work your way into alignment, because the better you feel, the more in alignment you are. And so who doesn't want to feel good? That's, you know, you have to ask yourself that question. You know, feeling negative can often be quite an addictive behavior. So again, the more awareness that you can bring into that, the more witness you can bring into that, the more you will begin to sense that you are not your fears. You are not your negative thoughts. You may be identified with them at the moment, but I promise you, the more you can bring in awareness and consciousness, light, that would be like a really good example. You know, you walk downstairs into your living room and the lights are off. You can't see, but you put the lights on and you can see everything now, you know. So you then wouldn't still perhaps walk into the sofa because the lights are on. And that's really the message here. The conscious awareness is the light. As you can start bringing light and witness and presence to your being, to your life, to your situation, to your surroundings, to your family, to yourself, as you bring that awareness in, you will start to respond and open up in a whole different way. And the empowerment from that is indescribable, really. So I hope that message can resonate with you on some level. If you feel you are in that state of confusion and or even more so in the fears or in the denial, it's okay. It's really okay. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be hard on yourself. I'm just going to keep showing up with a message that I'm feeling really strongly compelled to share with. And those that are ready to hear it, are willing to hear it, that want to hear it, it's here, it's there. I'm speaking from my conscious awareness. I'm speaking from my integrity, from the purest place that I can tap into right now. And that's really what my agenda is to just share that with you. And if that can inspire you or help you in some way, then my role at the moment has been fulfilled. So I hope that you can find something to work with from this video, and let's just keep awakening. Just keep awakening. Awaken to yourself. That's what it's about, awakening to yourself. So sending so much love and light to everybody, and feel free to comment, message me if there's anything you want to talk about. I'm here, I'm present, I'm here. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.